just good-natured fun, that's all. Just good-natured fun. Do you have a card?
I don't.
Oh, I'm going to have to write on mine then, so I can remember your name.
I can do an intro on tape.
What?
I can just do a little thing on tape. Here's who I am.
Here's who I am? You want to do that? Go ahead.
Are you running?
Yeah, of course he is. See the little pink light?
Want me to spell it?
Sure, if you'd like.
I'm Todd Howard, Toddhoward, Game Director for Fallout 3. Burp, burp.
Hi, we're here with Todd Howard, and we're talking about Fallout 3. It's a game that I've been emotionally involved with for a long time. The Fallout series, which originated with Wasteland way back in the day.
Correct.
What can you tell us about how you've changed the franchise or stayed with it?
Well, you know, for the most part, we've stayed with the world of Fallout. That's why we wanted to do this game. We like it so much. All of that charm with the world and the lore of it, the vault system, the Brotherhood of Steel, the super mutants, and kind of this world where people are trying to get on and survive, but everything is still terrible. So, you know, the big changes come with the presentation. You can play it first person now. It's all 3D. You can look off to the horizon. But the basic gameplay of, you know, choosing your skills and perks and talking to people and doing quests and going where you want, you know, it retains all of that.
And the guys in the power suits, don't they have a quasi-religious background?
The Brotherhood of Steel, yeah, these are guys who worship technology and they want to hoard it for themselves. So whereas they're trying to do good at times, they're also kind of this knightly order where they want to keep it for themselves as well, the power.
I can understand that. I can understand that. So what's the plot here? We get to go out into the world as one of these knights?
No, you're not one of them. The game starts and you actually start with your birth. Then you play when you're 1 and when you're 10. You grow up in this underground vault with your father. And then when you're 19, your father leaves the vault. This is a really big deal because nobody ever gets in and nobody ever leaves the vault. And the overseer who runs the vault thinks you had something to do with this, and they're after you. So you escape the vault out into the wasteland for the first time in your life, and really to try to find your father. Why did he leave you? And that's kind of our dramatic jumping off point for the story.
Okay, all right. So what's the once we get out of the vault, what do we do?
Whatever you want. That's the whole point of the game. So we don't want to spoil the story, but there are lots of different towns you can visit and quests you can do. And one of our big themes is sacrifice and survival. What are you going to sacrifice to survive? Are you going to be a good person? Or are you going to be a bad person? And then what about the different people you run into? People in the town of Megaton. How are they sacrificing to survive? So a lot of it is, and with our Elder Scrolls stuff, you know, we want you to kind of make your own story.
Okay. Now, are there a lot of people that glow in this world?
Glow from radiation?
Yeah,
There are some ghouls. People have been hit by the radiation so much they're kind of, I guess, quintessentially undead, so to speak. And but then there are also glowing ones. These are ghouls that were hit so hard by the radiation they now emit radiation. And these green glowing creatures that come after you. They're pretty scary.
So what do you like? What do you like most about the product?
I really like just the whole tone and texture of the world. I like how we've pulled it off graphically. So despite the destruction, it's still very inviting and interesting to go and explore, because a big part of our games is personal discovery. What do you find over the next hill? What's going to be in this building? So kind of, I think that's what it does best, mixed with the role-playing system for how am I going to make my own character and react to those situations. So it's where those two things kind of meet.
To me, the story's always been the thing. I've always looked for what the story is behind everything. And you say you make your own story, but I'm sure there's a story inside the game as well.
Absolutely. You know, we're kind of trying to stay away from talking about the specific story, but I will say that the story we have, I think it's the best one we've ever done. We have some great writers, and we're very, very happy.